My name is Sain, and I'm running for state representative in the 14th district. What really kind of pushed me towards running for office is kind of my background. So both my parents are pastors. So growing up, believe it or not, as son of pastors, I was heavily involved in the church, and I did a lot of community service. And so my heart's always been helping others, always, reaching down and helping somebody who's less fortunate than I am. And, my mom and dad, they worked multiple jobs to make sure me and my three older sisters had a good upbringing, but we were always taught to help others. And so that's what I always wanted to do with my life. I've always wanted to go help other people, whether that was, helping make blankets and distributing them to homeless people during the winter, or if it was going down to Juarez, Mexico, and building homes for generational families and makeshift cardboard boxes. So it's always been on my heart. I looked locally to see what was going on at the state level, because I didn't know. And I saw that our current representative in the 14th district didn't vote on bills that helped the community in the ways that he should have. And so a lot of the bills that he voted on didn't help me or my family. And I wasn't okay with that, because if it wasn't helping me and my family, it wasn't helping my community, it wasn't helping my neighbors. And so the more I learned about the voting record, the more I wanted to do something about it. And so that's the reason why I decided to run, was to finally get a voice for our district in Jefferson City who truly represents the people. Been knocking doors, and from my own experiences, that our wages are being stagnant while our taxes increase for property, our school taxes increase, and our health insurance premiums increase, but our wages don't. And that's hard to, especially for young families who have, college debt. They're working full-time, they're trying to get by, and they're trying to raise a family, and it's hard on quality of life. To know, okay, I have to put in a couple extra hours at work just so I can, save a little bit, and because of that, I'm missing out on time with my kiddos. And so I've seen a lot of young families who have been successful in our district, and for them it's very hard to keep on going. So the way that things are going in our district is making it a little rough. We need to remember that the working class there's also a bunch of other things that the working class is about, such as minimum wage. Kansas City and St. Louis said, we know our city really, really well, and we know that we need to increase our minimum wage for cost of living. And when St. Louis and Kansas City said that, Jefferson City said, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to mandate it on the state. We're going to take away your rights. It's all the way back, from $10, $12 down to back to $7.75. We need to look at the working class, in these smaller areas, such as minimum wage, such as unemployment benefits, which Jefferson City has caught, such as expanding Medicaid. We're one of 18 states who haven't done that, and we're paying the taxes into it. That's not right, and that's hurting the working class. The gap prosperity between the 1% and the middle class has widened, and that's hurting everybody. Because the working class, we love to put money in the economy. We work hard, and then we want to go and enjoy how hard we worked by, going seeing concerts, or taking our families out to ball games, or seeing the Chiefs play. That's what we love to do, and we're not having that ability to do it because we're being crippled by lower wages, and we're being crippled by rising cost of living. The reason you should vote for me, and the reason you should support me, is because I understand the people. The only reason I've decided to run is because I love my community. I love it here in Kansas City. I love my neighborhood. I love the people of Kansas City, and I'm upset that we haven't had that representation down in Jefferson City, because those bills getting passed and cast aren't our voice. And I've knocked on 6,000 doors in the district. Our team's knocked on 13,000, and we're hearing the same thing. People are upset that we're not being heard down in Jefferson City. And my voice is your voice. Even though my name's on the sign behind me, it's not about me, it's about us. This is our campaign. This is about us and our voice. And I will represent us in a way that we haven't had in a couple of years.